I'm being rushed. Why am I being rushed? Honestly. Chop, chop. Who are we waiting for? Is everybody here? I need to check. I need to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're missing 2 drivers. Get them in. Get them in. Anyway, here's the wheel. That's the stream I was supposed to watch. Supposed to watch? Supposed to show you. Oh, I am unmuted. Amazing. Amazing. These are the track lists, I believe. I think somebody verified this is the track list. I saw it way up when you have to scroll up. Yeah, there we go. Saudi Arabia, Monaco, Spain, Canada, Austria, Netherlands, Monza, Singapore, Brazil, Qatar. Very good. What do we want? Let's get, can I have some predictions? I'm going to spin it in 1 minute. Maybe even less. I might spin it now. Right, here we go. I'm going to tell you what I want to drive tomorrow. I'm going to tell you what I want to commentate on. I want to drive Singapore. That'd be good. Austria, eh. Monaco would be fun. And I'd like to watch Monaco. That would be good. All right, let's go. Please, that's so boring. This is so unbelievably boring. Unbelievably generic. It's so generic. I mean, it could be a good race, but Austria is the most generic track on the calendar, but it's fine. We like Austria. There you go. There's your track. Meanwhile, if you want to look at the standings, there they are. I'm not going to read them because whatever. There are your standings. Dino, why are you not here? You're working. You're going to be caught by Zan today. Is Zan here today? He is. There you go. And then we got some other people. Very nice. Very nice. Let's have a look at the standings. Oh. Oof! Oh dear! Oh dear! That's awful. Oh crikey! I wasn't here for 3 of them. Yikes! 14. Goodness me. Let's move on. Let's move on from that. Let's go to the game. There we go. They're not even ready. They're not even ready. Gosh. Right, well, how is everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? Daylight saving is here, everybody. Summer is coming. Summertime is alive. How exciting. It's still not that warm, to be honest, but whatever. Oh, Furkan wanted an invite. I will give you one when I'm in the thingy-mabob. What else? Spanswick. Fuck's sake. Couldn't have spun it a bit better so it landed on Monaco. Yeah. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? Austria. Oh, Austria. Austria. Oh, look at the viewers tanking. They're all going away. They don't want to watch while they drive. It's the best way to watch, mate. You can tell me about the rain that's going to come. Anyway, I don't need to draw a track map. I know Austria. That's the one benefit of Austria. I can think. All right, here we are, and it is dry to start the day, so that's good. Let us invite Furkan. There we go. Anyway, who's going to be first out? They got, obviously, to put a setup on last minute. So let's have a look at what's going on in the pit lane. We've got some stains in the pit road. Got a few fans in quite cold conditions, it looks like. They've got their jackets on. And we've got a Mercedes coming out of the box. Of Stephen. Who are you impersonating me with the wrong spelling as well? It's shocking spelling. You're not Spanswick, are you? Spanswick, what is this? Why is this your name? This is outrageous. How do we prove it's Spanswick? Is there a fuzzy? No, there's no fuzzy. View profile. Sorry. Huh. What the hell? This guy has... Oh yeah, it is Spanswick. I've never seen Spanswick Steam before. Damn. He has a big fat guy as his profile picture. Cool. Harry Spanswick then is going to be the first one to do a lap. Let's get all the stuff we want to see on the screen. Let's get the... Why is Jatton on Inters? Whatever. We assume there's no rain coming. And we're going to watch a masterclass from Harry Spanswick as he goes into turn number 1. Down into 4th gear. Over the curb nicely, not to exceed track limits, of course. Sorry, I had to get OBS up on my other screen. And they go up, now uphill to turn 3. Bit of a lock-up, but nicely controlled. This is looking like a decent lap so far for Harry Spanswick. As Oscar says, Austria is his least favourite track. Oh, that's surprising. Maybe because it's one of the easiest. You're good at the difficult tracks. There you go. Because this track is very simple. Anyway, into turn... I want to say 6 now. Oh, that's a bit shaky, and he's got on the curb. And he's going to lose loads of time for that. What about 7? Again, the back end complaining, a big snap of oversteer. Now coming up to turn 9. Down into 6th gear, throwing it in here, and finally the final corner. And he's completely lost it! All that hard work. The back end was complaining throughout the lap, and it gave up at the very last. And Harry Spanswick will not set a time, and that's what he gets for using the wrong spelling of my name. Meanwhile, Charlie Roberts will be the first driver to set a valid lap time. Of course, the last time I commentated Austria, there were many punctures going on. Many punctures. Can't remember for who. The game does not hate you, Oscar. Not at all. Not at all. Let's see. Oh, Zan's already invalidated his time. So that's a good start for him. So is Connor. This, I'm assuming, is Robert, aka the Velocity Vandal. He's invalidated his time before even starting. What about Callum Morris? Anyone else on a lap here? Mr. Charlie Gordon in the Golf Williams. I predict Jack will finish last. That is... The odds on that are not very favourable for you. Well, no. In terms of you winning money. You'll easily win the money, but not a lot of it. That's what I mean. He makes Lance Stroll look good. Hey, Lance Stroll was winning the Aston Martin Championship for a bit on Sunday, as the fastest time now goes to Charlie Gordon. Where's his teammate in the other Williams? Did anyone go to Cheltenham? That was someone at my work. They all went to Cheltenham, like 4 of them. Won some money, apparently, and then proceeded to lose it on all the other days. So, there you go. Anyway, his teammate slots in just behind him. We're now going to have a look at Anton starting his lap. Anyone actually on the lap? Everyone is invalidating and really struggling early doors here. Got Willie John in the middle sector too. What about Jack? You said he's going to finish last, but he hasn't invalidated his time yet. And he's got a sector to go to get a time on the board, and that would put him into the top 4 or top 3 easily at the moment. GRS open and up to the line we go. Jack Cocaine goes P3. He beats Charlie Roberts. He's not last, as you said he would be, as Willie John goes fastest by 0.3 of a second. Conor McCabe's coming to the line, and he beats that by another 1/10. And then I think John is going to be starting a lap around here as well. Let's see Owen come to the line. And Anson's actually going to be first into final corner. Looked a bit unstable on entry, but actually settled down quite nicely. Now into 4th gear for the last corner. DRS and overtake to the line, timing that battery to run out just as we get there. And it's fastest for the McLaren driver so far. Owen is next, and he stays P13 and last at the moment. Bakkalik goes P4 just as I was about to switch to him. And we will watch the rest of John Ahern's lap. Almost running too wide onto that curb. Going to pick up a bit of a slipstream from the pink racing ball ahead of him. Now into the very fast stuff where it's very easy to lose your lap and invalidate at one of these two final corners, but he doesn't do that. He's got a bit of battery to spare. He crosses the line to go just behind his teammate by a few hundredths of a second. I think these are all in laps from everybody, so let's see. It's going to be Mick out to do a lap first. Let's go for a full onboard lap with Mick out here. 80% battery as he crosses the line. Down into turn 1, 4th gear, invalidated. Fantastic start. Let's have a look at his teammate instead, which is Robert. Everyone we've done an onboard lap for so far has spun at some point or invalidated their time. So let's see if this carries on. Robert's made it further. He's got past turn 1. Now into 3, using all of the curb on the left-hand side. They're using 3rd gear as well, and then all of the curb on the exit. That was very, very nice. Good traction as well. More battery deployment as we head down towards turn 4. Oh, that was too fast, and ultimately the minimum speed was too low there. He's broke too much. Lost a bit of time. Throws it in 5th gear for the next left-hander. And we'll use 5th again for this one. Running out of battery at this point. Got to think about how he wants to use it when he gets to the line. Now into turn 9, it's going to be 6th gear. I didn't see if he lifted. 7th, a bit of a break. There. DRS to the line we go. And it's pole! Oh, I thought it was rubbish at turn 4. Oh, that was unexpected. I really thought he went very deep there. Turn 4, but a very impressive lap as Zan goes P3, Jatin goes P2, the mystery track specialist. Let's not forget he's won 2 of 2 mystery races so far this season in this tier. And Finn has decided to show up. Hello, Finn. We now have the full complement of 17 drivers on the grid. Oh, he lagged out. Running out of fuel. Running wide. There's Mick out. Got some battery to spare. Crosses the line, goes P12. Connor wants me to watch his laps more often, so we're going to do it now. Just remembered. And that looked fast through turn 1. He's going to pick up a slipstream, a distant tow from the Alpine ahead of him. That Alpine has just finished a lap. And the Sauber might get in the way if he's not careful here. But he does get out of the way to the right hand side. DRS open for Connor here. Heading towards turn 4. Alpine gets out of the way as Callum Morris goes quickest. The 4.2 times are tumbling here as drivers get dialed into this track. And that is an invalidation for Conor McCabe. I bet he hoped that I wasn't watching. But this time I did notice that. He turned in too early. He broke too early. And that's why he turned in too early. Ultimately has invalidated his time. There's a grid penalty. That looked like a laggy grid penalty, that did. Because they weren't near each other on track, were they? I mean, not that near. Maybe. Neither of them were on laps. So that is a strange one. Not sure we'll get a restart for that. Not sure. Not sure at all. Anyway, Bakkalik is starting a lap. Who should we watch? I don't know who to watch. Jackson's coming around the final corner. He's 3 seconds down. That's irrelevant. Burkhan hasn't set a time yet. He's going to come around the final corner now. DRS open, to the line we go. And it's only P14 for him with a 5.3, but that is his opening time. So there's plenty of time to improve on that. John Ahern in the white Red Bull is next. Still 6.5 minutes to go in this session, so plenty of time for another lap, or even 2 at this point. John goes P9 with that time. Next up is the Sauber. Ooh, that's a big spin. It's a massive spin. But he keeps it out of the barriers and pulls it into the pit lane. That is a massive spin. In real life, you're in the barriers there, but you can catch it in this game a bit easier. Slow the car down and all that. Jack Cocane's around the final corner to start the lap. Let's watch this one. Why not? What do we think about Spurs? Who are they going to get as their new manager? Any ideas? Sean Dyche, De Zerbi, has apparently been given a 5-year deal, which seems absolutely insane to me. We were joking about I read that. Big Sam. Fourth gear is interesting, and not the right choice as he loses the back end and decides to cut some grass, doing some Bottas-esque lawn mowing. Is Jack Cocaine getting out of the way of all the drivers. Very good driving from him there. Let's watch that Williams who's coming through. It's Charlie Gordon on a lap. They're 2/10 up, and this could jump them 3 or 4 positions up to the likes of Charlie Roberts, currently in P8, doing a good job for the Red Bull team, and he only goes P11 with that 1/10 improvement. Who else is coming through? Jack's on an outlap again. No. Why does it say outlap? Why is he in new? Huh? What is this? We found another new glitch in the game. Apparently Jack is in neutral. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. They keep on coming. Zan now, championship contender when his rival's not here. He really needs to capitalise. But he's only P9 at the moment. Needs a big lap here. Needs a big lap here. Does I make excuses? Will he make some excuses at the end of this qualifying session? That's terrible. I've never said that before, but somebody surely has. Using all of the track to good it. Good there. On that corner. Now 7th gear, 6th gear. Big lift. Big snap of oversteer as well into turn 9. Turn 10 was better. DRS open to the line, overtake as well. He goes fastest. No need for excuses. He's gone P1 with a 4.1. And that's put the pressure on Dino who's watching. Dino, are you watching? Are you watching? The championship protagonist is currently on pole position. Your hopes and dreams of not him getting that point lies with Callum Morris. Anyway, here's Anton in the other McLaren. Can he make it in McLaren 1-2? He's 2/10 up. He could make it in McLaren 1-2, you know. And he does! It's a 104.2. It's a McLaren 1-2. It's 2025 Formula 1 all over again. I've said an inside joke. Dino, are you watching? It's incredible. Ooh, Finn's on the gravel. Does Dino not watch things? He just listens. Excellent. Who else? Harry, what's going on, man? Do a lap. He is on a lap. Let's see it. You know, are you watching? I'll remember that. At don't know what it's supposed to mean, and I don't need to know, but I will say it throughout this stream because I know he is watching. Oh, that's a big snap of oversteer for Harry Spanswick, and he continues to be last. Betting market for Jack Cocaine to be last is looking, you know, you'd get more money if you stuck it on now. Definitely, because actually you are going to get another lap. My God, that's an awful pit lane entry. But the drivers behind may not improve. Spanswick does need a name change. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Meanwhile, no more McLaren 1-2 as Daniel Backlix put it P2. But that is his laps done. I don't think he's going to get out in time for another go. I don't think so. Conor McCabe is starting his final lap of the session. Let's go on board with the full thing. Into turn 1. Will he invalidate again? No. Judges it perfectly this time. Thinks about nabbing a slipstream from the Red Bull, but decides against it. Doesn't want to do an Ollie Behrman there. Third gear again, almost invalidating, but this is looking a decent lap so far. It says purple sector 1 on the minimap. He'll get a slipstream from the kick Sauber. Chooses not to use it. Now into 4. Third gear. Using all of the road on the exit as well. Look at the pink V-carb. The Miami V-carb, wasn't that? Was that Miami V-carb? Can't remember. He's 3/10 up at the moment. This could challenge him in and around the top 4. Needs a good final sector though. He's run out of battery a bit early. What's he going to have on the run to the line? Throws it into turn 9. Throws it into turn 10. Will he run wide and invalidate his time? Yes, he does. And that will be P8 at best for Conor McCabe. Callum Morris is not next across the line. It was Charlie Gordon who's starting a lap. And may actually be impeded a little bit here by the Racing Bull if they're not careful. Who is first then? Mikhal's retired in the pit lane. Who is first? Anson is pushing to get to the line. He's not going to be able to do it, so he's got to get out of Willie John's way here. Ooh, that was very tight as he threw it into the corner, and he has invalidated his time for good measure there as well, and that is probably because of the car that impeded him, and he's not happy about it. He crashes across the line. Robert Jovanovski somehow made it to P5 out of all of that, but he is in into the wall himself. Furkan's invalidated his time too. Everyone's pushing the limits now. Charlie Roberts with a 2/10 improvement goes P6. Outstanding stuff from Mr. Robertos. What about Callum Morris in the Williams? Can he find a 10.5 to snatch pole position? He can! The 3.9. The first driver into the 3s today. Finn is next across the line. He does not improve. Charlie Gordon's up 4/10. This could vault him up the order, and it does, up into P7. Connor is not going to improve. He spins across the line. Where's Zan? He's invalidated his time. It's going to be pole for Callum Morris unless Jatin can do something. He's 3/10 up. He needs a couple more, and he gets it on the line. The last driver to cross the line is on pole position. The mystery Grand Prix specialist makes it 3. I don't know if he got poles in the others, but shows why he's the mystery Grand Prix specialist. He only turns up for them, and he always does well in them. P1 for Jatin. Look at that. So it was 3 out of 3 poles. I wasn't sure if he got poles in all of them. Callum Morris P2, Zan P3, and then the rest. I'm not going to say the rest because I'll run out of voice box stuff. There you go. Goodness me. Lots of track limits. That's a lot of track limits for a qualifying. My God. My God. So Dino, you've been saved. Your championship rival is P3. You've been saved by Jatin and Callum Morris for now. But long way to go in this race. 36 laps. No rain. Hello, Backer. Why have you atted me? Have you been kicked? You can't just at me and say, oh, I need to at Willie John. Whoops. Do I have you? I don't know. I don't know. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Yeah. What? I'm looking. You need. Do you have me? Do you have? Can people not start? That would be useful. What is the name I'm looking for? It's... Oh, the race is going to begin. Sorry, but I have to commentate on the race beginning. We've got 5 red lights. The red lights are gone. And we're racing and Jatin gets them across the line. Well, oh, I do have a friend request. It's 3 wide in the background, though. As Zan goes up into P2. Let's have a look at these guys, see if there's going to be any contact. And I will very, very quickly add this guy into the race. Ah! Where is he? I don't know. Give me a sec. Oh, spinner! Is he going to take some people out? There's lots of carnage down at the back. It's Mikhail who's got involved, and he's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Let's have a look at the front. We've got the fantastic engine graphics again. And why? We didn't have that last race. If I turn, I have not changed my graphics settings. We will fix that later. Meanwhile, I will invite this man. Bots and Fritz, there you go. Get back in the race. Get back in the race. Here we go. Meanwhile, Jatin leads from Zan, who's made up a place into P2. Let's have a look at those positions gained on the opening lap, as we always do. Botson is only at the back of the train. It's not the worst start for him in the world, but I'm sorry I couldn't get you earlier. Oh, and he's going for the lead now, Zan. Dino, are you watching? Because Zan's gone up the inside, your championship rival, and he's actually run wide. He's going to be repassed by Jatin, who's on the medium tyres. Can Callum Morris capitalise on these two scrapping and get past Zan himself? He's going to go up the inside. It's going to be side by side for the two of them. Callum's on the inside, though. On the outside is Zan. They're going to keep this battle going until turn 4. Surely they both will have DRS, as it's enabled on this lap 2 here. And they're both within a second of the car ahead. This time, Callum Morris on the inside again into turn 4. It's very close. There's contact between the two of them. Callum has been slightly half-spun and will have to concede the position for now. A 2-stop strategy is suggested by the game, apparently. But I don't know if I believe that. We will see. Meanwhile, there's your position changes. Fantastic. Let's have a look at their tyres. Everybody's on the mediums, apart from Harry Spanswick, Mikhail and Owen down at the back there. There you go. Harry Spanswick sets the fastest lap of the race on lap 2, and Zan's looking like he wants to make a move to the lead again. Let's stay on board with him as Jack Kane's out at turn 1. What's happened? There's a virtual safety car. I tried to flick to what has gone on. What's gone on there? Who put a bet that he would be last? You were right. What's going on here? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? The virtual safety car. There should be no overtaking. Right, hopefully this gives me a chance to check the graphics settings. What do we not want? Particles. They're on low. No, I don't want to do that. That sounds very dangerous. And they're gone anyway, look. They're gone. I didn't change anything. Yeah, but I think Jack's been taken out there. I need an explanation, Jack. Get in the VC. I'm not even in the VC, but, you know. I need to know. Oh, they're back. Oh, my gosh. How long is this VC as well? There we go. Drive-through penalty for Anson, who has fallen back big time. We've got a couple of drivers into the pits. There's loads of action going on into turn 1, including for potentially the lead of the race. These camera angles are horrific, though. Please. Oh, these particles need to be fixed. Dive bomb up the inside for the race lead. Zan on Jatin. Jatin's trying to hold it around the outside. Callum Morris runs into the back of Zan and nearly puts him into the wall. Does he have front wing damage, though, does Callum? I'm not sure. But he's going to try and fight it now up the inside of turn 4. He will definitely go for this move. He doesn't. I was completely wrong. He didn't have the balls to do that one, but he doesn't have any damage, fortunately for him, so he can survive another lap. This is going to be a fierce battle in the top 3. In fact, probably even further than that. Currently the top 8 all in a big DRS train together. As Bakalik has done his usual spin off into the gravel here. This time it only took 4 laps. And he now rejoins down in 14th. I'm not sure if he's got any damage. No, he does not. That's very unfortunate for him. Excellent in qualifying once again. But unfortunately, he has made a mistake there. Already a time penalty for Callum Morris in P3. Will he use that as fuel to get past the driver ahead of him? And here goes Zan, maybe for a potential move up the inside. Decides against it, tries to put Jatin off. Will it invite pressure from the Williams driver behind him? Looks like they're both going to use battery to cancel each other out. Again, a sort of dummy dive bomb up the inside. Jatin leaves the space. This is actually a good camera angle for on. Thank you, front wing cam, when I need you. Surely not into turn 6. No. But he's almost pushing him through the corner. Jatin doing very well to hold on to the lead here. Very, very well. I don't think I've ever seen front wing cam in spectator mode. Oh my gosh. I've got to change these graphics. They're awful. As Conor McCabe is up the inside of Callum Morris into the final corner. It's surely not going to end well, but somehow they get through cleanly. And Callum Morris holds on to that P3 at the moment, but Conor is looking very racy. Robert Jovanovski watching him behind as well, as we have more pitters on lap 6, as that's a penalty there for Robert as he cuts the inside of turn 1. More pitters, as I said. Anson into the box to serve that drive-through penalty. And John Ahern into the box for some new tyres. And into the lead goes Zan, does he, up the inside of turn 3. Jatin's going to try and fight it back on the outside. And he does hold on to that position with the extra battery. Neither of them have DRS. They must have been equal at the detection point. Up the inside again goes Zan. Jatin once again leaves the space. Let's go on board with him and look to his right-hand side. He's half a car length ahead. And he will have the inside line for the next left-hander. It should be an easy... Oh, I think it should be easy to hold on to the lead, but Zan's trying it around the outside. This could be overtake of the day if he can carry this on. Again, they're still side by side for the next couple of corners. And he's through. What a move that was from Zan. Dino, are you watching? I should really stop now. Oh my goodness me. Finn's lost a few places. He's had some contact and it's down to P8. But the top 5 are all within ridiculously small margins of each other. I am getting rid of these particle effects because it is awful. If it kicks me from the lobby, it kicks me from the lobby. It doesn't. Shock horror. Look at that. So much better. Anyway, Jatin's got plenty of battery compared to the driver in front, so he should be able to get back in front pretty soon, I would have thought. I do wonder when these guys will be in for their first round of pit stops, or maybe only round of pit stops. Who will try the 1 stop and risk a puncture, or who will go for the safe 2 stop today? No move down at the back. Thought there might be. Let's go back to the front. Jatin's in the best position right now in terms of battery and track position. Only 1 car in front of him for the lead. And he's got the most battery of anybody in this train. As Bakalik is into the pits. Here comes Jatin again. Zan's run out of battery. Jatin goes up the inside. He sort of dummies it, but then he goes in for it. And there's a little bit of contact. And actually that could force Callum Morris to get past him on the right hand side. These two are going to be side by side. Both of them have DRS? No, only Callum has DRS. Because it was a late move from Jatin for the lead. Now Callum Morris is going to be fighting it. But actually Zan's trying a counter-attacking move for the lead of the race. All 3 of them involved once again. This time Jatin holds on to the lead. And Zan is going to hold on to second on the inside. No, he's going back for the lead. How? Why? Callum Morris is going to get through on the inside. I don't know what's going on. Jatin, how have you thrown that away? How have you thrown that away? He's stuck it in none. I don't think he means to be in none, but he's now battling side by side for P2 and letting the race leader get away here. Callum Morris up into P2 with no battery. Runs off the track as well, gets another warning. But Jatin with most of the battery It's down to third. Why was I disappointed when I got Austria on the wheel? This is fantastic racing. Can Conor McCabe get himself involved on the mystery track superstar ahead of him? We are a quarter of the way into the race, and any one of these top 5 could win. We still have undercuts and strategy to play out as there's a spinner. It's Robert Jovanovski. I've flicked to the wrong track. He spun at turn 3. He's lost the place to his teammate and to Harry Spanswick. It's now a 4-car battle at the top, and I've pressed a button. I have pressed a button on my controller. Apologies. I pressed the Windows button, game bar button. There we go, fantastic. Professional streamer. No, I'm definitely not a professional streamer. Is that a Callum Morris coming into the box? He's signalled for the pit lane. Jatin goes around his outside. And this is the undercut and the 2-stop strategy for Callum Morris. How will his rivals respond on the next lap? Jack has meanwhile said what has happened to him. He got courageous after having to induce the blood-boiling race start of John. Spun round on Furkan's rear wheel. And then some car hit me before I ghosted. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That sounds very bad luck. Very bad luck. Not even English. Thank you. I enjoy my commentary. Thank you very much, Dino. Although I do seem to waffle over the same words half the time. Meanwhile, the Alpines are switching. Once again. So Robert has made back the place he lost after the sort of half spin. And it looks like Zan is breaking away for the top 3. Who's going to respond? Into the pits comes Zan. Into the pits comes Jatin. Connor stays out and inherits the lead of the race there. Now, Callum, you're in traffic. Oh, he's in loads of traffic. This could get spicy now. He's in loads of traffic. They've been undercut by like 6 laps by these guys. Where are they going to come out? Are they going to come out behind or ahead of Callum Morris? I don't know. I don't know. Here they are, coming out the pits. What's it going to be? Callum Morris is ahead and back in the net race lead. And now they've got a huge train of cars to try and filter their way through. This could be awkward for all of them. Meanwhile, Charlie Roberts is going up the inside of Anson. Callum Morris is just watching, thinking, what am I going to do? My main aim is defence. The cars behind. Speaking of defence for the cars behind, Jatin's trying to go around the outside of Zan again. And he does so. What a clean move. Nicely done. Up into P11. But of course, this is net. The top 3 down here. Anson's got a really poor run there, and Callum Morris has capitalised on it. We're being... Oh, Anson's nearly round. He is round. Is he going to be taken out? He's going to take out Zan. He's crashed into his teammate. Dino, are you watching? Oh, is there damage for Zan's car? No, there is no damage. He's got away with that. Goodness me, Anson, you can't spin when your teammate's coming through. It's a disgrace. Oh, dear me. And he's got a 3-second time penalty as Zan now, in frustration. Meanwhile, Callum Morris is going to pull to the right-hand side and make a nice, easy move for P8 here. Charlie Roberts on the hards. Slots in behind. Jatin will try and follow him through. Up the inside we go. Nice and easy, late on the brakes. And next up is Zan to follow them through. So he hasn't lost too much time. That could have been much worse. The spinning McLaren having no grip on his 11-lap old mediums. Wonder if he's trying to one-stop. Probably needs to go another 2 laps maybe to make that really a viable strategy. But as we know, I don't know anything about strategy. Here comes Zan, getting past Charlie Roberts into turn 9. Lovely move. we go again. The two Williams will switch here. Will there be much team orders? I'm not sure. Seems like a bit of a fight as Callum's going to make it a double overtake. Is he up the inside of Owen? He does. And he is back comfortably now in the net lead of the race with 2 cars potentially between him and the second place man Jatin. Make that 1 car, which is his teammate. Will there be any games here for the Williams boys? Or are they all running their own race? No games at all. He's absolutely flown past on traction around the outside and he's through. And Zan's through as well in the background on Owen. Just shows how bad the tyres are after 10 laps around here compared to a fresh set. These guys have so much more grip. It's unbelievable. But is it enough grip to justify a 2-stop? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Harry Spanswick is leading at the moment on the hard tyres, presumably going for a 1-stop, going to pit in about 8 laps time, maybe 9 laps if he can make it that far. It seems a bit of a stretch. Here comes Zan on Callum's teammate. Into turn 3 we go, and ahead and through. DRS open as well to pull himself clear. And the next car for him up the road is Jatin and Callum Morris. They're back together again, the top 3. For more squabbling purposes. 3.5 seconds between them and the car ahead. Into the pits, looks like. Coming is Mikal here. He's doing a 2-stop. But starting on the hards, so I wonder if he'll go to the mediums now, maybe? I mean, yeah, you should go to the mediums here. You definitely should go to the mediums here. Because if a safety car comes out, you can go to the hards and go to the end. If you go to the hards, and he does go to the mediums. See, I did get one bit of strategy right today. Fantastic. Here goes Jatin for the lead of the race up the inside, or the net lead of the race I should say. Is there going to be contact between the two of them? No, they've kept it quite clean so far. Callum's going to try and hold on around the outside. And they're going to have a drag race down to turn 4. Jatin's got the DRS though. He was behind at the detection and he's up the inside of turn 4. And he is back into the lead of the race. His teammate, they've already closed the 3.5 seconds. Is his teammate going to get out of the way of all of them? Ooh, that's tight. He's collided with Callum Morris. The Sauber driver has got involved. Zan's finding it difficult to get past as well. I don't think that was intentional. He just understeered because he has absolutely no grip on those 14-lap medium tyres. And now he's holding up Zan even more, who has a bit more contact as well. Zan nearly runs wide. That was not the correct pit entry from Willie John there. That could be a penalty if Zan wants it to be. It looked like he did not pull over to the right early enough to declare he was coming into the pits. But I'm not sure. Didn't have the best view of that. So, your 2 stoppers are back in 4th and 5th. No, 3rd, 4th and 5th even. There's now 7.5 seconds between them and Connor. And then another 4 to Harry Spanswick, who is pulling away significantly on Connor now. 15 laps on these medium tyres. And he's losing about 1/10 every corner at this point. To the hard run of these tyres are absolutely shot. Jatin has closed the 2nd in 2 corners. Meanwhile, Mikal's trying to go around the outside of Daniel Bakalik. Oh, what a great helicam shot. And he spun Bakalik round. Oh, it's all going wrong for the Haas driver again. Not sure if there was contact there. Now Bakalik's had a little spin as well, trying to rejoin safely as Conor McCabe does come into the pit lane. No surprises there. To put on the hards and try to go to the end. 21 laps till the end of the race. And that is doable based on what he did in the first stint. Meanwhile, Callum thinks about another move up the inside of Jatin, and once again, always, because it's an anti-clockwise track, the timing tower is in the way. And there goes Callum Morris. Nice battery-powered pass. So, state of the race. Harry Spanswick, he's doing a one-stop strategy. He's 9 seconds clear. He's in contention. I think for the... Is he in contention for the win? I'm not sure. Maybe. But certainly for a P4 at the moment. Charlie Gordon is currently in 5th. Has 1 stop to go. So do these guys. They all have 1 stop to go. So actually, the really early pit stop undercut has worked quite well. Charlie Gordon here. I think. I'm not sure. Connor's going to the end, and Robert's going to the end. And Willie John is going to the end. Mikhail's doing the 2-stop with a medium stint in the middle, so he'll be really quick now, and he's going to prove it by getting past Charlie Roberts at the earliest opportunity here. Or maybe not, I thought he might just fly past now. So he might be able to get his way up to P5 before the mediums die. Maybe. We've still got the net top 3 altogether battling hard. While Harry Spanswick doing an even different strategy to everyone else. A lot going on in this race at the moment. Here comes Mikhail, choosing the outside line. And unfortunately, that was the wrong choice, but what a switchback that is to get past. And actually, Conor McCabe is going to try and follow him through. He's on the grass. He's on the grass. There's no room. Mikhail's boxed him in. It could be 3 wide for these guys. As we go up the hill into turn 3, Connor's on the inside and will get past Charlie Roberts, but not Mikhail. Mikhail's driven off the track. Where's he going? He's made a mistake. He's been tagged. And he's in the wall. He's in the wall and he's spun round. And he's now facing backwards. And he's in the wall again. Can he get himself going without rejoining unsafely? Well, if that was real life, that's an airplane crash. But it isn't. And we get going without any safety car intervention. Meanwhile, Harry Spanswick, your race leader, is into the box on lap 19. Just over half race distance. And he's going to try and do 16 laps. 17 laps, actually, on a set of mediums to the end of the race. That is difficult. Very, very difficult. Meanwhile, Callum Morris is having some more fun out in front, trying to get past Jatin, and he does so into turn 3. Or does he? Because Jatin's going to fight it straight back, is he? Nah. Ooh, a little bit of a love tap in the rears. Mikhail's retired in the pit lane. After that spin, that's the second retiree of the race. Daniel Backlig is also in the pit lane, potentially to retire, and he does retire. What's going on? I see a move. No, it's actually Charlie Gordon coming into the box to get off his hards and try and go to the end on another set of hards, surely. From here. And there's more drivers into the pits. Charlie Roberts as well. Looks like the 2 stoppers are now going on to their second set of hard tyres. Some of the really early 2 stoppers. Owen as well. Goes Anton on John. 7 lap tyre difference there for those guys. Charlie had a mistake on pit exit and has been passed by Furkan. There's like loads of different strategies out here today. Part of them are because of early front wing damage, but still, it's very interesting. Another time penalty for Robert. as Finn is passed by what should be the fastest man on track at the moment, at least until Owen puts the lap on the board. Harry Spanswick, fresh medium tyres, chasing down Conor McCabe. However, he has to make them last to the end. Oh, what's happened to Zan? He's got on the grass, he's made a mistake. He's lost 3 seconds to the leading pack. And that could be crucial, that's a huge amount of time to lose. That could be Zan's chance at the win done. As Harry Spanswick goes past Conor and is now chasing after Zan. Wow. That gets a wow. Around the outside for Furkan. Damn. And he's come into the box. Has he got damage? He must have damage. This is disaster for the championship contender. No damage, but he's going onto a new set of tyres. He's trying to undercut his way back. Going on the hards now. Actually, it's not disaster. This is completely planned pit stop. Ignore me. This is completely planned. It's that time for these guys to pit again. So that'll be the same for Jatin and Callum. They're going to pit now. And then they're going to have to chase Harry Spanswick for the win of this race. Interesting. Here we go then, into the box for these two. Where do we think Harry's going to finish? I'm really intrigued by this. As Callum nearly speeds into the pit lane. It will be a battle of the pit crews between these two. Yeah, I don't know, like, he's into the lead. He'll be in the lead by, like, I don't know. But then also Connor's actually in contention now. He's going to the end too. I think. And so is Robert. As these two come out the pits just ahead of the other Sauber of Willie John. How is this going to play out? The top 3, in fact the top 5 are going to the end. But they're all on different ages of tyres. Callum Morris 4 seconds to catch Robert. What's the gap to leader? 11 with 12 laps to go. He should catch that, I think. Depends how quickly he gets through Robert and... We'll have to see. I'm going to keep it on leader interval for a bit. See to see how much he's gaining. 10.7 now. As Anton now is into the pit for his second stop of the race. 10.2. He's gained a second in about a lap. That's what he needs to do. He needs to keep that up, though, consistently. And here comes Jatin. These two could work together to get themselves into the lead of the race. Oh, never mind. It's already down to 9. They've gained another second. Okay, it looks like they're going to easily catch Harry then. But catching is one thing, and passing is another. A cliche of motorsport. Right, let's get off leader cam. Go on interval cam. Or interval split. Oh, Owen is... Owen would like an invite. Yes. Owen is Mr. Chillaxed. There you go. Sorry, I didn't see you leave. I wasn't really paying attention to the bottom of the screen. There we go, you're back in the race. Go get that fastest lap point. Maybe you can get a point actually. Let's have a look at the penalties. I haven't done that yet. Where are the penalties? Here we go. 12 seconds of pens for Robert Jovanovski. Where have you been driving, mate? That is unbelievable. But I'm also quite impressed that everybody else is only on 3 max, really. That is impressive around here. So yeah, Robert with that amount of penalties is going to drop to quite far. Meanwhile, there's a move for the lead here. Conor McCabe takes the lead of the race ahead of Harry Spanswick, who's on medium tyres but will be starting to struggle now. Look at that traction. There wasn't any. There's no traction. That's not a move. Oh, that was risky. He thought about going up the inside and half-heartedly nearly clipped the back or the side, that right rear tyre of Conor there, but got away with it from Harry. Meanwhile, these three have caught up to Robert Jovanovski on this lap and will have DRS off him. Or will they? Where's the detection points coming up at the end of this corner here, turn 9? And no, Jatin does not have DRS at that point. They will get it into turn 1 though. Yes, he will. I think he will. Yeah, he does. It's close, but he did get it. Meanwhile, Harry Spanswick up into the lead. Up the inside of turn 3 on Conor McCabe. Nice and easy, boys. Keep it clean. You don't want to lose any unnecessary time. You're fighting for the podium here with these guys. Maybe. You don't know how much their tyres will go off by the time they get to you. So Jatin on Robert. How much will Robert be interested in fighting this? He's got a 12-second time penalty. He doesn't need to be getting involved in any scraps. But equally, he could just do it for the fun of it now, because he's going to lose so many positions anyway. Charlie Roberts gets past Furkan down at turn 4. We're back on board with Callum Morris in P5. He also has a penalty, of course, so that could be crucial. 3-second time penalty. Zan's now got 6, which is actually going to lose him place to the Sauber at the moment. But I'm sure that will he will pull that gap big enough to not let that affect him. Another switch for the lead. These two trading places, trying to work together to fend off the threat coming from these two. Jatin ahead of Callum. Can Jatin make it? 3 mystery GP wins from 3. He's going to go up the inside now on Robert Jovanovski into turn 4. He's left space on the outside for the Alpine to go, but he's already through. He's done well, and Callum Morris can't follow him through yet, which will give Jatin a bit of breathing room to pull away from the stricken Alpine, who's struggling, running wide into the gravel a little bit. Up turn 6. Owen's got a 10-second speeding penalty and has retired after his AI pit him. Meanwhile, into the box, Harry Spanswick, he can't make it. He can't make it. It's a disastrous strategy from Harry Spanswick. He can't make it to the end of the race. He's going on another set of mediums. He will be very quick for a bit, but maybe not for long enough, as Callum Morris now gets past Robert, but he's run out of battery, so he could be under threat. No, he hasn't run out of battery. Robert's run out of battery, my bad. Callum is fine, and now it's 4 seconds between Conor McCabe and Jatin, and it's looking good for the Kick Sauber driver at the moment. Harry's come out all the way down in P9. That's way back. He must have realised he wasn't making it to the end and has bailed early, which is the right call if you do realise that, but it is a shame. So then, only an 8-lap difference on Connor's tyres compared to Jatin and Callum's tyres. 7 laps actually. Is it going to be enough to close the gap? It will be if they work together. That's for sure. As Harry Spanswick gets past, and here comes Callum Morris around the outside, late on the brakes through before the apex of the corner. Impressive braking there on the favoured racing line as Finn gets past Willie, and Harry Spanswick wants to get involved with this battle. Willie John goes deep in the Sauber, and Harry says thank you very much. I will swoop through on the inside, no problem. 3 seconds now, the gap out in front. Connor is going to be caught. Will they pass him? Probably yes, but you never know. Connor could do some absolute miracle defensive driving for a lap or two and hold on to it or something. Or get a favoured repass somewhere. Like, we don't know. 2.6 now the gap. When are they going to catch him? Maybe lap 34, say. So I think he'll have to defend 2, maybe 2.5 laps from these guys. Maybe even less. Or more, rather. Easy pass for Harry on Finn. And Charlie Gordon is going to go for a dive. He should have gone for a dive bomb. Instead he's run into the back of the Sauber. 1.6 out in front. What am I talking about? Lap 34. It's going to be lap 33. The pace is outstanding out in front as these two are side by side into turn 4. With Sauber on the inside, both of them leaving enough space and right next to each other. No, just millimetres between their two side pods, and that's less than millimetres. There's contact. But Charlie Gordon is through after a bit of argy-bargy down there. Oops. Wrong button. 1.1 seconds now out in front. Connor is going to have to defend for 3.5 laps here if he wants to win this race. Let's watch from the rear view camera on board the V-car. Zan in P5 at the moment, net P4 on penalties. Callum Morris has a penalty, so if he wants to win, he needs to get past Connor, string Connor along in his DRS for a bit, and then break 3 seconds to him and Jatin. That's a very tall order. It's looking very likely that Jatin can go 3 for 3 in Mystery Grand Prix wins and 3 for 3 in poles. Sorry. They're very close into turn 1. Is there going to be a late move from one of them? Let's go on board with Jatin. He's third in the line here. How are the batteries looking? Jatin has the most at the back. Connor is struggling here, and he's going to be passed by Callum Morris for the lead of the race. Will Jatin try and get past as well? This could be crucial for his race. He goes to the outside line though. Connor's going to hold on the inside. He doesn't quite have the grip to do so. They're still side by side, but he doesn't have the traction. They both have DRS. Is there going to be a late send to try and salvage this for Conor McCabe? Or is he going to hold on to the podium? It looks like he's going to have to hold on. As Willie John boxes for soft tyres. Zan gets passed into P4 on the road anyway. And yeah, there's also some scrapping down for sort of around P9 and 10. Let's switch to the penalties. 15 seconds of pens for Velocity Vandal at the moment, which is not good. Meanwhile, Furkan is going to gain on Charlie Roberts. Gain a position for 9th. I think at the end this could be decided on pens. I'm sure Callum will want to win it on track anyway. Maybe his pen can be removed, you never know, but I think it's unlikely around here. Here is Furkan, looking to make that position his own on the track anyway. Connor's lost loads of time at turn 3. He's out of the DRS range, and that's his chance at the win gone. 1 or 2 laps too short. What's going on down here? Anton fancies a go on Furkan. Furkan dummy defence to the inside. Anton trying to switch it back, gets a better exit. And he's going to try and pull alongside for a worldy move around the outside of turn 6. We've seen this before from one McLaren today, but it's not going to happen this time. He has to tuck in behind. As the leaders go on to lap 36, Callum Morris leads by 7 tenths, but he has a 3-second time penalty. He will want to win it on the road, and he's currently 8 tenths clear. Callum's actually got P2 here, because Connor's dropped off that much. His tyres are... how old? I always look at the wrong thing to get tyres. His tyres are 19 laps on, they're dying. Same with Robert. He's got no tyres. Will we see any punctures for anybody? It'll be those two if it's going to be anybody. Meanwhile, Furkan, Anson's gone wide off the track at turn 1 after making a position on Furkan. Furkan might have made a mistake. But it looks like Callum Morris is going to cross the line first here. Jatin does not have the answer on the track, but he will have the answer on penalties, and Zan could maybe snatch a P3 here, at least on the road, because those tyres of Connor's have absolutely fallen off. Does he have a puncture on the front right? He does! He has a puncture on the front right. Well, I think he's going to hold on to P4. Callum Morris crosses the line first, but doesn't win. Jatin wins on penalty, makes it 3 wins out of 3 in mystery races. The podium does go to Connor McKay with a puncture across the line. Zan is 4th. Harry Spanswick is 5th. Is there any punctures for Roberts? They look inflated to me. Finn actually gets up to P6 as well with Roberts' penalties. Charlie Gordon P8. There's a spinner at the back. The yellow flag is out. It's Charlie Roberts. He's lost places. He's lost places at the back. Where's he going to finish? It's P12. Don't know what happened down at the back there. Harry was so close to P4 on penalties there. With Zan, half a tenth. But yeah, Connor with a puncture for a whole lap, he says, at the end there. Brutal stuff, but amazing to get away with a podium still, I think. Yeah, very impressive. But Jatin does it again. The mystery master. Or are they just the races he turns up for? Harry Spanswick drove a decent race himself, and maybe that was the smart decision. We saw what happened to Connor trying the 1-stop. He got a puncture. Harry knew he'd get a puncture and settled for 16th to 5th. I mean, that's driver of the day quality anyway. So is Connor's 1-stop though. 10th to 3rd. Jatin wins it. Yeah, Charlie Roberts with contact across the line drops him to 12th for only a point. Let's have a quick look at the race director. Look at all those strategies as well. Right, this could be long, this one. This could be long. Ah, it's not too bad. It is not too bad. But yeah, I wonder if any of those will be removed. Any double warnings in there? I'm not sure. Alright. Let's have a quick chat to the top 3. Because we can. Because we can. Interviews. Bosh. Bosh. So we will wait. That is the wrong button. And that is the right button. There we go. Right, we will wait to see who joins the interview room today. Out of the top 3, we've got 2 of them so far. Wonder if Connor, the puncture man, will join us. He said no. He said no. He's had a puncture and decided to leave. So it's going to be the top 2 then. And we will start with Callum. P2, but honestly, you two had an incredible battle for all 36 laps. For like every single lap, you were right next to each other in some sort of way. Obviously, Zam was involved for most of it as well. But ultimately, you crossed the line first, but a 3-second time penalty has cost you. How do you feel after that race?
Didn't really expect to have, a win pace in me, but I did. The penalty was quite bullshit, to be fair. I got a double warning in turn 1, but I got a warning on like lap 35, so I can't remove it. But yeah, I'm calling it a win.
Of course.
The points won't say it, but in my opinion, that's second win in the season.
You crossed the line first.
Exactly. All this penalty stuff is woke nonsense, in my opinion. But yeah, good race. Good battles. I wasn't too sure on the strategy. I was going to try in one stop, but obviously I would have got a puncture. So I'm quite happy I pit when I did.
Yeah, only 2 drivers got a 1 stop done in the end, and one of them had a puncture for the entirety of the last lap.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that.
So.
But yeah, good race. Good.
Yeah, were you happy to see Austria come up today in the mystery track?
Yeah, I honestly just thought in my head anything but Spain, and I'm happy. I don't like Spain at all.
Absolutely fair enough.
Oh, what's he doing here? He didn't get paid.
He gets an interview. We gate crashed his interviews on Tuesday, and he has lots to talk about. His race lasted a very long time.
Yeah.
But first, we should go to our official race winner, even though it's been referred to as woke nonsense that you won the race. Once again, 3 out of 3 mystery Grand Prix. Do you fancy turning up to an actual race and winning that as well, or are you just going to stick to mysteries? Oh, he's not. He's muted himself as I ask him a question. Brilliant. Speak, leader. Race
I'll be
winner.
racing next week.
You'll be here next week. Oh my goodness me.
I will be racing next
But
week.
yeah, how was your race? Pole position, battling throughout, and then ultimately winning in the end.
I didn't really expect to get pole, to be honest, so that came as a surprise. And then when I got pole, I was like, all right, I think I'll probably fight for the podium. And then I saw these 2 getting penalties, and I didn't get a warning all race, so I was just trying to keep it clean.
Fair enough. And any favourite overtake of yours? There was countless battles in turn 3 and 4 between the 2 of you and the 3 of you, including Zan at some point.
I liked mine on Callum's teammate, on Charlie, because he was trying to defend, and then I switched back them.
Oh yes, I think I remember that one. Maybe not. But yeah, you must be having a pretty decent championship now, just by turning up every now and again. Any
P4.
targets in the championship?
I think I'll probably try and keep P4, because I think I'm only going to be able to race 1 more race, and then I think the last mystery GP. So yeah.
And finally, were you happy with Austria coming up? Would you have preferred something
No, I was hoping
else?
for Monaco, to be honest.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I quite like Monaco, quite fancy it.
Fair enough. All right. Moving on to our bonus interview, if he wants to be interviewed.
Yeah, I'm here.
Jack is here. He finished. Let me just scroll down the timing span.
Don't need to look. Don't need to look. Mate,
He finished P17. Unfortunately, there was.
Didn't technically finish.
He didn't finish. Sorry, he finished. He did not finish.
P0.
Just got to turn 1 on lap 2, and that was.
What
Nice.
happened? Because I saw your car
You saw the chat
stricken
message.
on the exit of turn. I did see the chat message, but
I'll tell you
the
in
people.
detail. Right. So I'll tell you my whole race, since it's not going to be that long.
please.
It'll probably somehow still be longer than Jatin's interview. So race start, but I'm behind on John, directly behind John. Right. I got off to a good start, blind of a start. John, grandpa, granddad's, slow as fuck. Right. So I hit the rear of him. That made me angry. So I was constantly cussing out John on that first lap after I got past him as well.
Any damage?
No damage, no. And then going into turn 1, I had some good speed and I felt confident. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go for a move at turn 1. It's a bit far back. And let's just say I might have broke a little bit too early. Clarted the rear wheel of the RB ahead of me. Was spun round on the track. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll be ghosted. I know this car. I'll be ghosted and I'll just recover it and drive the rest of the race. No, No, a Mercedes or whatever car it was absolutely clocked into my front right wheel, and it just leaves me dead right there and there. You know.
That sounds like it was the Mercedes' fault, not yours.
Absolutely, honestly, absolutely horrifying. Like, I wasn't even that like much in the middle of the track. I was kind of on like the
Yeah, you were off the track.
on the curb. So what's the Mercedes playing at? To be honest?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Mm.
whoever it was, I think they should be banned.
There was only one Mercedes in the race. That was Harry Spanswick. If it was a Mercedes,
Was it actually? No, I swear Conor McCabe was in the race.
he's in a Racing Bull.
Oh, is he?
Was it definitely a Mercedes? That was the only one in the race.
It was definitely a Mercedes.
Oh, that's Harry.
Let me
then.
look.
Unless
Oh,
Stephen
Harry.
is not Harry, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, Harry, you are a devilish man. You are a you. And I wish the worst upon you and your.
I was going to put him on the driver of the day vote. He went 16th to 5th.
Wow, how inconsiderate of you. No, I mean, to be fair, you weren't watching him absolutely cart me out the way, but...
No, it was in the background. Didn't see it.
Oh, it probably was indeed... Oh, it might have been John. Oh, no. Wait, no, but you had it... Oh, wait, wait. Oh, wait, no, I did survive lap 2. It was lap 3! It was lap 3 I didn't survive. Sorry, I completely miscalculated this. Let me go forward a little bit more. Here we go, into turn 1. Who's behind me? It is Stephen. It is Harry Spanswick. And absolutely clarts into me and I'm gone. I also spent... I sent fucky for fucking flying as well, so... I hope you don't report that, because I've got no POV whatsoever. That's brilliant. Lovely. Anyway, that'll be the end of my interview.
Well, thank you for
Goodbye.
your detailed account of your race.
Oh yeah. No worries. Actually, one more message. I'm winning tomorrow. No, Wednesday, not tomorrow. Bloody hell.
What track do you want?
Monaco, Canada.
Monaco. You're winning at Monaco. There you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm winning at Monaco.
Tune in on
Full wet.
Wednesday.
Full wet.
To see Jack win at Monaco. And if you want to see me win Singapore, why not tomorrow? Then
Not happening.
That's not happening.
I'll be honest
No.
with you, as the commentator of F1, I'm just going to be straight up honest.
I'm 17th. It's terrible.
What?
I'm 17th.
I expect better from you, mate. What are you doing? 17th?
Yeah, it's not gone well.
You can't even do the 16th thing. Because you're not. You're 17th.
But you know,
That is.
points tomorrow.
Come on.
Points.
You got to pattern up.
All right, that's enough of the interviews. It's time to go.
Okay.
See you all
100 points off of the lead.
later on.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Right. Goodbye, guys.